Hi friends, happy Thursday or happy Friday, depending on what day you're watching this. Happy lesson 4. It's our last lesson before spring break. And so we did it. We made it through these first 2 weeks of online learning. If you have not heard, school closure has been extended until May 1st. I It makes me feel all sorts of ways. I'm really happy the school and the district is doing what they think is necessary to keep us all safe. However, I miss you all so much, and I look forward to seeing you all as soon as possible. Fingers crossed. Fingers crossed. But yeah, we'll find out more what the next month will look like after spring break. I'm sure we'll be getting more emails from Principal Krebs. I've been in meetings and we're trying to figure out kind of what the next month will look like after spring break. And so we'll see. There's so many just we'll sees right now, right? Thank you for doing the Google Forms. I got a lot of good feedback from you on the way online learning's been going for you overall in our class, and then any of your questions or concerns about the AP exam. So yeah, thank you for doing that. As far as the AP exam, I'm going to answer a couple of questions that I got just so we can clarify some things. So the AP board said that we will know more April 3rd. So that'll be even before we come back from spring break. So coming back from spring break to continue our next month of online learning, I should have a much clearer plan of what that month will look like as far as what we're doing and our instruction is concerned. As far as the test itself, it is going to be 45 minutes. It is going to be administered at home. What that looks like, I'm not sure yet. And it will not be multiple choice. I saw somebody write in their comment or question, "Thank goodness no DBQ." There might be a DBQ. Don't count it out yet. We don't know what that free response question is going to look like. So it could be a mini DBQ with less documents. It could be an SAQ. I'm sorry, not M, probably multiple SAQs. Or it could be an LEQ, which is what we're going to do today. You'll be writing your first LEQ, practice LEQ, just in case. Well, we were going to do this anyway, but now it's time to put some more energy and emphasis into the LEQ because it's looking like this could be a highly possible option for the AP exam. So that's what we're doing today. So I'm going to walk you through that. Before, let me think, were there any other things about the AP exam? Oh, there is one. So I had a question about why are we learning Unit 7 if the AP exam is only going through Units 1 through 6? So we are not cutting 7, 8, and 9 out of our lives for good. 20th century, which is what Unit 7, 8, and 9 are really, really important for you to learn. And so we are still going to. It's going to be a little bit different because it's not on the AP exam. It'll actually be a lot more, I think, fun and less strenuous work because it's not going to be in preparation for using that information on the AP exam. So what we will most likely do is finish Unit 7, start AP exam prep and review, and then after the AP exam, when that will be, or however that's going to work, once that's done, then we will get back to Units 8 and 9. And like I said, it won't be as much heavy lifting as the other units have been so far. Hopefully it'll be a little bit more engaging and interesting. We won't have to do like a ton of reading and a ton of notes on it because it won't be stuff that we're being tested on, but I still think it's super valuable information for you to have. So we are still going to cover those units. It won't be in as much depth, but we're not cutting it out of our lives for good, okay? So today's lesson is an LEQ practice. Before I switch over to the screen and show you what it looks like, I want to go over a couple of things with you. First of all, we don't know what the AP exam is going to look like. However, it could look a lot like what you're about to do, which means an online typed version where you do it at home. So my hope for you in this first LEQ practice is to really kind of try to simulate what it might feel like to do this for an AP exam. So that means trying to find a distraction-free space and time for you to do this. So I've allotted you an hour for this LEQ. You would usually only have 40 minutes. But try to, and I know for some it's probably a lot harder than for others, but try to find a place to work where no one's going to bother you for just an hour, okay? Let everyone know, hey, I'm doing this practice AP timed right. If you could just give me an hour of, peace and quiet. If you want to put headphones in, I don't know if you'd be able to do that on the AP exam, but if that's going to help you to like block out some stuff, might be helpful to do today, okay? Also, make sure you have that full hour to do it. Don't start it if you know you have to go help your mom with something or if you know you have to hop on a Zoom conference, okay? So be aware of when you start this because once you press start, that's it. So make sure you have hopefully distraction-free place and a good hour of time. On that note, I won't be there monitoring you. So it's on you how you want to approach this. I can see if you leave your Canvas page, but I can't monitor and track you all 130 something of you. And I don't think I should have to. I think that if you want to take this seriously and make this a real practice for yourself, then you should be doing that. This is for you, right? This is for you to practice. LEQs are not just for fun. This is for you guys. So I hope you take it seriously. You'll see that an hour goes by fast. You would really only have 40 minutes. It goes by really fast. So I encourage you to not use any outside sources and to not rely on too much support as you go through this first LEQ. If you want to print out a rubric and have it near you or have it open on your phone or what have you, if you think you need that for this first LEQ, then do that. But just be aware of what the possible constraints might be in an actual, true AP exam setting. So give yourself what you need, but also be aware. And be aware of the time constraint too. You'll have the timer going even though you have an hour, so be aware of what that 40 minutes actually looks like so that you get a real feel of what an LEQ looks and feels like in a 40-minute time constraint, okay? Okay, so I'm going to take you over to our screen. Okay, so for today, lesson 4, these are either Thursday the 26th or Friday the 27th. This is what your lesson looks like. Here's the video that you're watching now, and then here is the LEQ practice. So if you click that, it'll take you to this. So it says suggested time, 40 minutes. I've allotted you 60 minutes, but please be aware of the 40-minute mark. So the way that the AP exam usually is structured, and if you saw this on the PowerPoint that I posted for the last lesson, there were asterisks next to a few things. And that's because these were how it would be on a normal AP exam. But we know now that we're not having a normal AP exam, so things are most likely going to be different. But how it would normally work on an AP exam is this would be the last thing that you would do on your entire AP exam. You'd have 40 minutes to do it, and you would be given 3 different prompts. And they would come from different time periods. We know that we're not studying the 1900 to 2001 time period, so that'll probably change the structure or the way that they give you questions, but I'm still giving you in this LEQ 3 different prompts for you to choose from, okay? So you will go through and you will see 3 different prompts. They aren't worth any points, so just choose one and only submit one. I will be checking for completion of 1 of the LEQ prompts, okay? On that note, because they are not worth any points as of right now, they might be worth completion points eventually, or I might do like a best of 3 LEQ, but because we're still working with constraints about grading with the school and district, right now I have not assigned any points to it, so don't stress about making sure this is perfect. This is your first LEQ, so do your best, okay? That's the goal, to get an idea of what this feels like and to do your best. Okay, so You'll be choosing one of 3 prompts. In your response, you should do the following. Respond to the prompt with a historically defensible thesis or claim that establishes a line of reasoning. Describe a broader historical context relevant to the prompt, right? So that's your intro. Support an argument in response to the prompt using specific and relevant examples of evidence. And then use historical reasoning, comparison, causation, continuity, or change over time to frame or structure an argument that addresses the prompt. So another thing that the AP exam usually does, and what this LEQ practice does, is that all 3 prompts that you get focus on one historical reasoning or historical thinking skill. Okay, so doesn't matter which prompt you choose, they will all ask you to either look at the similarities or differences between 2 different things, comparison, look at the cause and effects of something, causation, or look at the continuities and change over time. Okay, so whatever you do, you're going to figure out what the prompt is focusing on, either comparison, causation, or change in continuity, and you're going to, that'll be the premise for your entire essay. Does that make sense? I hope it makes sense. So the prompts that you're about to get all focus on one historical thinking skill. They all are the same. So if you read through all 3 of them and you're like, oh, it looks like it's this historical thinking skill. It doesn't matter which prompt you choose, it's all the same historical thinking skill, okay? But only choose one. Only write one essay, one prompt. And then lastly, use evidence to corroborate and qualify or modify an argument that addresses the prompt. This is the complexity point, okay? You will have 60 minutes to do it. You have 1 attempt. I believe in you. Like I said, if you want to have the rubric open, do that. If you want to try this in real AP exam settings, do that. Do what you think is best for you. You have been working so hard these past 2 weeks, and I know that this might seem scary or make you nervous. Relax. You got this. I believe in you. You've been able to handle a lot of challenges and changes that have come your way, and this is just going to be another one that you are going to succeed in. So I believe in you. I have the access code for you that I wrote backwards so you could see it, okay? So it's not that hard, but still. Let's go. All caps, 2 words, access code. Good luck. If you have any questions, pop on the Google conference before you start the LEQ. It'll be today and tomorrow from 10 to 11 a.m. The join code is AP World, so please pop on and ask me any questions that you might have before you start the LEQ. Okay? Good luck. You got this. I will see you later.